fly, baby. Got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me.
Hey guys, welcome back for the daily crypto forecast, and today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin BTC USD, all the time frames. Let's just get started. So we have the monthly here, and really guys, not much has changed in the past 2 weeks. I think every week it's opening and closing at the same price, so it's exactly what I have been saying for a long time now. We are in the process of bouncing on the 50-month moving average, which is the blue moving average, and we can go all the way down to retest it and still bounce here. So I doubt very much we're going to go below the 50-month moving average, which is around $3,000, maybe a little bit above, a little bit below, but more or less $3,000. I don't think we're going to break below this level. I think we can easily retest it and continue to bounce here. So I expect green months and weeks ahead before actually correcting. But again, I still expect the $3,000 level to be broken in the future, just not yet. And on the weekly, also we have the 200-week moving average at around the same level with the 50-month moving average, which is acting as a support as well, very, very strong support, because it's a long-term moving average and it's supposed to be very strong support, along with the $3,000 top here, which is, it's going to act as a very strong support. It did already here when we bounced the first time, so even if we come back down to retest, we have triple strong support: the 50-month moving average, the 200-week moving average, plus this most significant high here from 2017. So triple support. I doubt we're breaking below this, even if it seems like we're correcting now. I think we're still going to bounce harder before actually breaking these levels. It could take a long time before we break these levels, in my opinion. Daily time frame, we're still holding in between this range, which I had these blue lines here for a very, very long time now, and I said we would probably be, or we could be, consolidating between these blue lines at around more or less 4,300 and 3,500. So this is the range of consolidation. And now, I mean, if you're doing the day trading or shorter term trading, not buy and hold, but if you're doing the shorter term trading, now it's a good time to buy and attempt to sell when it reaches resistance, which is at around 4,200, 4,300 more or less. And I think we could be consolidating within this range until we hit this diagonal resistance line, which is at around the same level with the 20-week moving average. So that's going to be double very strong resistance, and that's the level that I think we're going to capitulate. But it could take weeks or months until we actually get to that level. 4 hours, basically the same story. We could be consolidating within this range that I just showed in the time frame before. Between the blue lines here, 3,500 more or less, and 4,300. The only thing is this, we had here a tightening pattern or symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it, and it broke on the way down. It actually broke in the way up, but it came back down. So this is a fake out, and usually when we have fake outs like this in technical analysis, it breaks out, and then soon after it comes down and it goes below the triangle. Usually it will make the target on the way down, and the target hasn't been reached yet. The target for this triangle after it broke out, if it was in the upside, it was at 4,300, but in the downside it's at 3,000. It's actually at 3,400, which is this second blue line here, the one that says target here. So we are hanging on 3,500 more or less. It can drop to 3,400, and that would be the target for this triangle. And from there I would expect a bounce and, you know, slowly or eventually come back up to these levels of resistance. Because as I said, even if we drop to 3,400, which I actually expect, because it's a target from a geometrical pattern, you know, it's a target from a trading pattern, and targets are made more often than not. I expect this target to be made at 3,400, and even then I would still expect a bounce from here. I don't expect these previous lows to be broken and capitulate. I would expect a bounce at 3,400 and eventually make it all the way up here, you know, until we eventually touch this diagonal resistance line, which is at around the same level with the 20-week moving average. So 3,400, even though I said right now is a good level to buy for trading, I said that in the previous time frame, that's fine because it's close enough. You can set your buy order now and have your stop loss a little bit below 3,400 here, because making the target at 3,400 is very possible, but it's, you know, the range is close enough. You could be buying now, setting a little bit of a wide stop loss and still expect to be selling and taking profit at resistance levels up here. So basically this is what I expect for the shorter term, not super short, but for the shorter medium term I expect maybe make the target at 3,400 and from here bounce and be consolidating, something like that, until we actually touch this resistance, and only from there capitulate and break previous levels. Maybe, I mean, if we make it up here and we reject from this diagonal line, which is at around the same level with the 20-week moving average, then we will take it from there. As it stands right now, I'd say we would capitulate from there and most likely break previous lows, break the $3,000 level eventually. But when or if we get there and all these things happen, then we will take it from there. For the more shorter term, this is my analysis. I think we could be consolidating within this range, which is between 3,400 and 4,300. That's all for today's analysis, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow right here. Bye.